We delen het super prestige. Good luck for all the riders in the race.
30 seconden, 30 seconds. Komt genomen. Met geen 5 seconden afgestaan. Van de Poel hier met de afweer. Van de Poel hier met de
We hadden hem op dit parcours ook wel verwacht. Het is de man die allemaal lastig opkomen. En Van de Poel die probeert afstand te nemen. Michael van Toernaam probeert dat te verhinderen. Hij gaat terug richting Maasmechelen. Inderdaad, Van de Poel als eerste te binnen. Van Toernaam gaat binnen. Kan ze ook binnen gaan? Ja, ze gaan alle drie binnen. Maar Van Toernaam neemt op. Van de Poel neemt op afstand. De trui van Alpecin, daar al begonnen aan de klim naar boven. Die wordt een grosse, daar is Mathieu al een tijdje mee bezig. Ook Michael van Toernaat zit al ongeveer halfweg, heeft de loopstrook erop zitten. En probeert de plaats te zoeken. Voilà, dat is bij deze gebeurd om terug op de fiets te springen. Om als stoelbekomen te zetten. We gaan een tussenpunt bereiken. En aan dit tussenpunt, Willy, gaan we een indicatie krijgen van de voorsprong ondertussen voor Mathieu van der Poel. 11 seconden op...
Green. The rider's not aware of the exact timing of that. They get warned that it'll be sometime in the next 30 seconds, and then this time nothing to choose between them on the dismount, the run and the remount. MvdP living up to his reputation as the man who can cope when the conditions are at their toughest. Joran Versure, then Loris Roulier through, also changing bikes. It looks like Orts is doing the same. Well, danger moment is with us. The danger is that Mathieu van der Poel is going to ride away. Toonats knows that. He can see it happening in front of him. That gap, it's just starting to grow. It's only a couple of seconds at the moment, but that's all Mathieu van der Poel needs to take advantage. MvdP riding up the slippery banks and making them look like they're dry at the moment. Group as well, so Thomas Mean of Great Britain in that group, fighting for what is a top 5 position potentially if they can continue to keep on squeezing the front of the race. The world champion Mathieu van der Poel leading out. He said he was starting to feel the fatigue after racing day after day after day. One way to avoid that, well, is to minimise the amount of effort you put into your travelling. Notorious for arriving at races in styling, whichever route Kai chooses to use. Well, he flew down by private jet to get down to the race in Besançon today, rather than together. Then you just saw that's just handed to Michael Vantura now a top 10 position. He's got a 9th place now, ahead of Boris de Bout and Verstringer. He is a bit closing down on Eurovashur at the moment, closing down on 4th place. He'll be looking to go to the podium to do that. He has to close down Van der Poel. At the moment, though, that is a 30-second gap between Niels Van der Poel and Ellie Isabeth. Van der Poel has not given up on closing down the gap on Tuna. 6 seconds separate them. However, they are over 30 seconds down on our race leader. Van der Poel dropping down. Now, he should be just heading out to level with the edge of the branding here. We're level with that sort of T-junction when they come into sight. He hasn't been beaten so far this season. He continues his winning run here at the World Cup for 2024-25. Around number 8, it's his 3rd win in a row. Mathieu van der Poel, your race winner. In the women's race, we do a left turn and we do a right turn. We go straight past the pit. Lap number 1 is some 200 metres shorter than the rest of the laps here today. 3,000 metres for there for Wout van Aert as they went up over the top. 2 different lines. And now, Wout van Aert comes down. He takes that middle line. He comes down. He straightens the bars out. He racked the bars back into position. He's got to get them straight from first coming into that banking. He comes off that at the moment because he's not likely to make a fast comeback from that. It means a trip into the pit, I'm sure, just to get that bike checked. It's left Mathieu van der Poel with nobody really around him. Nieuwenhuis and Van Toornout were under pressure coming into that critical banking, and now Mathieu van der Poel in the race lead. He's starting to squeeze. Oh, and a mistake by Nieuwenhuis. Another slide out as this course is being ridden in. It's almost as if the riders are making it more greasy. They're changing the pretty much swim. No swimming today for Van der Poel. No troubles at all. He goes over the last of the banks that are between him and the finishing line. His World Cup season continues. The 100% record that he brought in here today is going to be intact. He came here with a win in Zonhoven, a win in Havre, a win in Besançon. He makes it 4 out of 4. He takes the win here today. Job done. Mathieu van der Poel wins round 11. To 39 points, separating 3rd to 11th place here. And in fact, all the riders down to 11th place have the capable women's race. Didn't see too many riders sliding on that section. This section looks to have dried with all the riding on there. No more precipitation, no more rain on the way through. I promise I won't mention precipitation too much. On the way through, the rain hasn't come down today. It is due to come in later on. To the big run up away from the lower fields here in Hoogerheide. Tunert's riding his way up on the rider's right or left hand side, not dismounted then, just to pull on the barriers, on the fences to keep him moving. Van der Poel taking a look over his shoulder. I'm not sure he really will. Pit 2, the second pit they reached, the course of 3,200 metres long. The distance from pit 1 to pit 2, 1,500 metres, and then it's 1,700 metres from pit 2 to pit 1. So Van der Poel taking the dive down, taking that 180-degree turn already. The gap starting to open up to Ellie Isabeth. Then it's going to be Michael Van Toornout. They know that if the big points are taken away by Mathieu van der Poel, it diminishes the chances of a loss for Michael Van Toornout. Basically, Toornout needs to win this race, sandwiching himself in between the two. Van der Poel, though, over the planks that saw so much action in the World Championships here in 2023. Uphill, increasingly difficult to bunny hop as the day has gone on as well. And because of the mud, really a case of having the right skills. That dismount and remount critical. in Europe as he makes his way along. There, Van der Poel continues his winning streak, a perfect score. He's ridden 5 World Cups. He's taken 5 wins out of 5 in the World Cup this year. Van der Poel comes through. Descent's just not quite as long as those in Hulst. Hulst playing host to the World Championships for 2026. Time to get the last race up and away here in Leva in France. Mathieu van der Poel, the firm favourite, the odds-on favourite by some margin. So you're dropping back down through this race field. So already that race lead stretching out as they come around the left-hand turn. Van der Poel keeping clipped in there. Van Turen out, having to unclip. Also able to make the most of that issue for Van Turen out as he slides in almost sideways there into the corner. Van der Poel, Ors, Van Turen out. Then it's Svik is a bit. The Poel is just playing it safe at the moment. He's going to enjoy this, a big breath as he comes on to the straight. He's going to equal the record number of wins in the World Championship. It's going to be 7 elite wins at cyclocross, 2 wins as a junior. World champion. Surely the greatest men's cyclocross rider of all time. Mathieu van der Poel takes the win. He equals the records of winning.